Good morning, team. What a beautiful sunrise. I've been at it for an hour now. I have my micro spikes on. I've been climbing. Found this beautiful frozen lake behind me. And it looks like I have to go through that field over there. And who else knows? But I'm glad that I waited to do this. It makes it so much easier with the micro spikes to have more traction. So let's make it to Muir's Pass and we'll go from there. And then I'll give you an update about all the things that I've been thinking. Yeah, and yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'm just eager to get going, and but I wanted to make sure I said good morning before anything else. All right, team. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm catching my breath here. I'm at the home stretch here, but you know what's kind of scary? You can hear the water running underneath the snow. So you know that there's like a cavity underneath the snow and the ground, and you can easily fall in. That part is kind of scary. But I'm taking it easy. All right, let me catch my breath and keep going. That is frozen, but that went out. That is kind of crazy.
That is cold. Of course it's cold. But no hesitation. I just got to do it or else it ain't happening.
Are you guys jumping in or are you slowly?
Oh, I don't think you can jump in. It's a little shallow here at the end.
Wanna make some more space?
So we have
Hey, hand
Space
me a trekking
Cowboy
pole.
and Sunrise doing a cold plunge.
Smile. Sunrise. Sunrise cowboy.
All right.
Is there going to be a count?
3. On 3. 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
They did it! Oh, that sounded so wicked.
Nope. Okay.
Good job. So that back there is a little troll family. that they've been hiking together since Campo. I do have to say, I do miss my little Tremoli. But I came into this knowing that I was gonna start new. And anywho, it's nice when you have people around because then you do silly stuff. But they just decided to jump in. I mean, I was standing there messing with the ice, and they asked me if if I was gonna jump in. I'm like, no, and we are, and that's how I filmed them. But I met them this morning. Actually, after I set camp last night, they arrived like around 5. They set up camp, and then I've been talking to them on and off this morning because they summit Mirror Pass as well. But few people, very nice. They are Sunrise, Space Cowboy, and Hiccup so far. They have more members, but they're trailing behind. All right, team, let's keep going. That's cool. There's water coming from the rock. Neat. And my feet are soaking wet. I am just amazed by the beautiful color of the lakes here. They're like this, I don't know, blue, green, absolutely gorgeous. And we came in from up there, of course. All right, team. So today I'm gonna take the alternate Evolution Meadow because the water levels are really high. I spoke with a gentleman, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ago, or maybe almost an hour ago. And I asked him if he crossed the river, and he said that it was waist deep on him. And he was maybe 5'10", way taller than me. And he looked at me, he goes, I think you should take the alternate. And after I learned my lesson when I did the Lone Star hiking trail about forging in deep water, yeah, I'm not doing that again. So I'm taking the meadow instead and playing it safe. I'll see you on the other side. So this right here is the river that I'm supposed to forge, and I just refuse to do it. That current looks too strong and it's too deep. Well, team, after all, I still had to forge. But the good news is that I forged like right over here, and you can actually see the bottom. The water was about calf high for me. The current, it was a little strong, but manageable. So it wasn't too terribly bad, but I need to move now because mosquitoes are attacking. And now I have to figure out where the trail is. And hopefully I won't have to forge again because I had to take my undies off. Not my undies, my pants, because I didn't know how deep it was going to be. But yeah, I think this is where the trail is. I did not cross there. I crossed up there where it was shallower. All right, team, let's get moving. Hi team. I am laying in my tent because I am sick of mosquitoes today. They've been relentless. And I'm very tired. Today I did 15.9, almost 16 miles. Longest day thus far since I got back on the trail. I did that on purpose because tomorrow, like around lunchtime, I have a huge climb, but it's going to be a shorter day. I'm going to do either 10 or 11, I'm not quite sure, but it's a very steep climb, and usually those take me forever. So I tried to get as close as possible to it, but I'm tired, so I stopped at 16, almost 16. Today was beautiful. This morning was absolutely amazing, night and day, from morning to afternoon. The afternoon was challenging. There was a lot of mosquitoes. It was just ugh. And then, fun fact, you know how I told you all that I was going to take the alternate route because the river was high? Well, I made a mistake and I actually took the PCT route, which led me to that big crossing that I showed you. And as a result, I lost a croc when I was getting off the water. So sad about it. So now I'm crocless, so I have no camp shoes. So whenever I go to town, I need to get me something for town. But the fortune wasn't bad. That gentleman that I spoke to made it sound like super scary, but I can see where maybe where he crossed was all the way to his waist, and where I crossed was like to my calf. So I don't know. The current was, there was a hope to it, but it wasn't too bad. It was on my last 2 steps when I was getting back into, the trail, that I kind of like, my croc kind of slipped off my shoe and it went bye-bye. So I was not about to go after it. So it is what it is. Anyways, I'm too tired to show you around, so I'll show you in the morning. But I'm camping like right by the river, and there's a bridge I need to cross in the morning, so I'll give you the grand tour. But I am going to set up my sleeping mat. I'm still in the process of filling it up with air, and make some dinner and go to sleep and stay in my tent because these mosquitoes are driving me bonkers. So not looking forward like later on in the trail. I need to figure out what to do with that. But besides that, feet hurt, my knee hurts, it's swollen actually, and if I want to be honest, like my whole leg is kind of swollen. I don't know what's going on there, but I should be at VVR in 2 days, so I'll be able to rest it up and figure out what I'm gonna do from there. Okay team, this is it. I hope everybody has a good evening, and I will see you in the morning.